We're in Malmö, Sweden for the Nordic Game conference that kicks off tonight. You could say with the Nordic Game Indie Nights, where, well, some of the best indie talent of the Nordic countries are on display, and it's been some speeches and some. We've seen some very interesting indie games. The whole theme of Nordic Game is actually has a lot to do with indie. Phil Fish is here, and Amir Rao. They're here to speak at the actual conference, and there's a distinct indie feel to this conference. We've done interviews with all the finalists in the Nordic indie competition. I don't really know who won it yet, but I think that's they're still counting the votes in there. But it's been a fun night. It's been a sweaty night, and it's been a night full of dancing indie developers. I don't know if you got some footage of that, but it's time to cut that into the video right now, if that's the case. But we're going to give you a little bit more of a look at Nordic Game, and that's where we're heading next, the actual conference. So we are now at Slakthuset Nordic Game. First official day of the show, or the conference I should say. It's happy hours, so there are a lot of gay developers in there having a lot of fun and enjoying what I do believe is alcoholic beverages, courtesy of the sponsors of this event. I thought we'd give you a little bit of a tour of it's not, you know, it's not an expo floor that's massively overwhelming. It's more of a place where some individual developers are showing off their games, and some studios are trying to recruit people and maybe do business meetings and stuff like that. So it's not an expo floor that you'd expect from a sort of a major game show or anything like that. It's more of a meeting place or a place of business. But we'll give you a little tour of the premises. Well, come along. In here, the pitch and match arena is actually a place where developers and various publishers or partners can sort of speed date and have short meetings and see if, well, if their interests match or whatever. It's a nice idea that sort of reminds me a little bit about what Game Connection is doing. Okay, so what has this year's Nordic Game been like for you?
It has been really, really good. We were organizing Nordic Game Indie Night last night, and there was so many people. And I'm basically just really hungover today and just hanging out with friends. So I think that's kind of what I like about Nordic Game, just meeting Nordic indie developers and small developers and hang out with them. That's it.
So has there been any specific session or anything that you look forward to, or is it mainly the social thing that's...
It's like only the social thing I'm here for. But it's not like, I think that's really important. It's really important to meet other people and inspire other people, but I mostly do that by drinking beers with them.
It's the Danish way of doing business.
Yes, exactly.
I really enjoyed your rant. You ranted about a bad indie game experience, and I gotta say, like the four people, it's like nobody really wanted to really badmouth anyone else.
Yeah. No, but it's like
difficult to sort of badmouth an indie game, right?
Yeah, like I could never rant about like the thing is, if I rant about a game developer, like your game fucking sucks, and then like I meet that person at the next game jam, like that's gonna be so awkward.
It has to be the other way around. They have to say like, "Oh, my game sucked," and then you can start. Yeah. Oh yeah, I really hated that.
But this is different, right? Because this is apparently a case where the developer tried to fuck with you. Like the game pretends to delete files on your hard drive. And
We should say what game it was that you ranted about.
yeah, it's called How by Danish game developer Michael Jensen.
And what the game did, it fooled you into believing that you were about to erase some important game files of your own game on that computer.
Well, it does like show up a bunch of random files, yeah. And one of these files is like one super important game file. It just like, I mean, there must be like tens of thousands files on my hard drive, right? And still, like one of my totally important game files shows up. And I don't want to play the game, so I just hit escape, and then Pac-Man comes and starts eating these files. And I haven't made a backup for like 2 or 3 weeks. I just panic.
I know the feeling when a sort of a virus hits your computer.
Yeah.
It's total panic. So I sympathize with that, and I hope you enjoy the rest of Nordic Game.
Oh, thank you.
Basically, in all directions there are various rooms where there has been sessions held during the show, and well, this Ray is the sort of the main expo area where some of them are visual stands, you know, including Rovio stands, and Tarsier, the people who are doing the Little Big Planet on PS Vita. It's actually playable there. So let's just move along and see what's out there. So what are Rovio doing here at Nordic Game this year?
Yeah, we are opening a new office into Stockholm, so that's the main reason we're here, but also to recruit for all the game areas and sites in Finland as well.
So why are you opening up a studio in Stockholm? Is there any particular reason?
Yeah, well, we're looking for specific gaming talent, and there's a really good talent in Sweden, and in Stockholm as well, so that's why we're here for.
Trying to steal over some of the talented guys from various studios there, perhaps?
Well, humbly, but well, we're also looking for junior talent, so kind of growing new potential as well. So,
is that a problem for you that Finland is maybe a little bit too small a pool sometimes to find enough talented developers?
Yeah, well, I hope that there is going to be more game industry coming to Finland, and actually we have been in cooperation with the universities and schools already, so there's more potential and talent needed, but we definitely need more candidates, so yeah.
Spread the Angry Bird love.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you. And my cameraman made a point of having me stop here because this is the the home of the Icelandic gaming industry. Of course, we all know CCP Games, but there are actually quite a few other companies growing out of the Icelandic video game industry. So tell me, what you've been up to at Nordic Game this year?
Well, we're exhibiting here this year, so we're helping out sponsoring the event. It's a great event, it's a great place to meet people. We're recruiting a lot this year with King, trying to get new game developers. A lot of fantastic talent in the Nordic region, especially from the indie scene. Yesterday I went to the indie pub, always great to meet with the big names.
Because it's not a natural connection that you do with King and indies, but perhaps there's more going on underneath the surface than I'm aware of.
Yeah, probably. I know that Notch came from King. He used to work there before he did Minecraft, right? So I think King has a long history of just good talent pool for great people working there, and now attracting a lot of good talent. So.
And another one of the main sponsors is BlackBerry. They're really trying hard to convince Nordic developers to get on their platform. Of course, BlackBerry is very big in the States, but over here in this part of the world, no one would think of developing games for BlackBerry, so they really need to make sort of a case for themselves here to grab hold of some developers.
The visitors of Nordic Game Indie Night and Nordic Game 2012 have played the games, and here is their verdict. The winner of this year's new Nordic Indie sensation is Laser Knights by Team Buttfighters from Denmark, US and Belgium. Welcome to the stage, people.
As you may have noticed, there are 3 countries. There's only two of us. Unfortunately, Jonathan Van Hove and Jonas Malo weren't able to make it with us here today, but I'm sure they send their sincere thanks for all this. We're very grateful. We'd like to thank Miguel Sickert for teaching us that the fun isn't in games, it's in the players, and that's what we try to bring out in Lazy Nights. So thank you guys very much. Oh, wait, 1 second. Simon Gustafsson, please come up. Simon, you're being summoned to the stage. Could you run, please? Hurry, quickly. Come on, Simon.
Go, Simon.
Please kneel.
I'm so not being
We'd like to declare Simon the greatest Lazy Nights player in the Laserverse. Rise, Sir Simon the Saucy. Thank you very much.
Next category. And the final one, I believe. Best Nordic Game of the Year. Battlefield 3, EA Dice, Sweden. Renegade Ops, Avalanche, Sweden. Where's My Heart? Die Gute Fabrik, Denmark. Oh, Minecraft from Mojang in Sweden again. Train 2 from Frozen Wild, Finland. Popular game. And Men in Trenchcoats. Syndicate from Starbreeze in Sweden. And Battlestar Galactica from Artplan in Norway. So this is pretty exciting, isn't it? This is going to take a while. I suppose you go pee or smoke or whatever it was. So, are you ready for it? I hope so. Best Nordic Game of the Year. The Best Nordic Game of the Year can tackle the best games in the world with technical and artistic quality. War has never been more beautiful. The winner of Best Nordic Game 2012 is Battlefield 3, developed by EA Dice in Sweden! Give him a great hand! An awesome game built on the good old Nordic values of conquest and warfare. Good.
Thank you very much. I know you guys are too drunk to even hear what I'm saying anyway. We never imagined it would be such a success. We knew it was going to be good, but not this good. We didn't know it was going to sell 15 million and still go strong. But this prize goes out to the billions of people that worked on it.
Also, good to remember, DICE and Battlefield wouldn't be as successful as it is without the Nordic Games community. We exist within a bigger premise, which is you guys. So thank you, and give yourself a round of applause. Thank you.
So we've given you a taste of what Nordic Game is all about. It's all about sessions and meeting a lot of interesting people and networking and all of that. And well, we're in line to get our coats now, so hope you enjoyed it.